Goo.
Yeah,
Today with us is none other than Billy D, not the other Billy D, but the primary Billy D, formerly of the Pop Culture Pile Driver, still of It Goes Both Ways. Billy
I've
D,
heard of
how
both.
are you? What is it?
It goes both ways.
I've
It
heard
goes
that both ways,
Yeah,
though.
that's
Yeah.
the same
Hello.
thing.
I'm great. Happy to be here.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, Billy is an expert on shows or just one specific show. Very much one specific
Well, I
show.
would say
Yeah, what?
Goo and I were discussing this terrible idea that we're doing today. And I said, you know what? You know who's seen a lot of television shows? Billy D. So Billy D qualifies quite
Billy's
well.
only here because Max suggested it.
It's
I
true.
also like that you bring us, me and Rossi in sometimes for ideas that you don't really know how they're going to pan out. Like the
I
soundtrack
tweeted out saying that I'm really excited for this episode, especially after doing the research. I'm just not sure if it's any good.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be 8 minutes or 80. So that's also the issue. I figured let's throw a third in there to get 8 more minutes on top of this thing. And we will be today, I guess, building a fictional house from television shows.
Yes.
Which Goo has aptly titled Build a House, which is not bad.
I didn't know what to put in there. And you didn't join the chat until late, so I didn't know what to do.
No, I was in the chat for like 8 minutes listening to you morons talk about me not being in the chat. I wanted to call this episode Love It or List It. That way the viewers...
Oh, I can change it.
The viewers could well, then they might be thinking, if you call it that, they might be thinking we're reviewing the show Love It or List It. But at the end of the episode, the viewers can tell us, the listeners can tell us whether they love our house or they would list it.
Is
that reminds me of when we did an episode called Mac and Goo Shark Tank. And then someone's like, oh, an episode about Shark Tank. I'm like, no, we just took your ideas and we're going to do your Shark Tank.
Yeah, Build a House will work because
Build a House is fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
So, Mac, what are we drafting today? Because today is a draft.
Yeah, Goo threw this idea at me, and of course, I had to come in and put some parameters on it. So we're going to have 8 rounds here, 8 draft picks apiece, and we will be drafting fictional living rooms, fictional bedrooms, fictional kitchens, fictional bathrooms, fictional wild cards. So that could be dealer's choice, whatever you'd like to throw in to your property, and then a yard, backyard, side yard, some sort of yard, and then the exterior of your home. What's it look like, front, back, whatever.
So for the exterior of the home, it's very simple. It's the establishing shot in the show when they're like, hey, they're back at the house.
Right. It's not the location necessarily, but what the house looks like.
Does it have to make sense with your other features?
No.
None of this has to make sense.
This can be mishmash, yeah. Okay. There's no, unless you're a big feng shui guy, I don't think anyone gives a fuck.
But also, if you just want to take the entire set of the Fresh Prince, have at it.
Yeah, that's a baseline pretty good.
It's a nice house, and everything in it is great.
Sure is.
So, Mac, do you have a draft order for us?
No. Should I do a random person generator right now?
If you don't mind doing a random person generator, and I'll just tell you right now, when looking at these, I don't think that I lean toward the expensive homes, the swanky homes. I like a bit off the beaten path, if you will.
I want expensive. I like the expensive.
Oh, you want all expensive?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to get a chance to just build my own, of course. If I have to be reasonable about it, then, if I'm working in a price range. But yeah, there's some expensive homes. There's some homes from shows that I don't even really watch that I just know of, like, that was their backyard, that was their living room, so that'll look cool for me.
Billy's home is designed by Lucius Lyons.
All right, without further ado, the draft order via random.org, one of the primary sponsors of this program. Billy D picking first, number 1 pick. Goo picking second with the sandwich pick, and I will be going third.
All right, so without further ado, Billy with the first overall pick in the Mac and Goo Build a House draft, drafting television, rooms, homes, yards to build your perfect
here.
home.
This is going to set the tone for the draft.
So I'm going to go wild card first.
Ooh.
And I'm going to take the Batcave from the animated series.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
All right. I did not have that on the list. I'm going to allow that. That's
no, everything's allowed.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the home.
I guess it's a great feature to add.
Yeah,
it's got a secret entrance.
Yeah.
You can store cars. It's like a garage.
All right.
Let me ask you,
Strong
did you consider the one from 66?
No, because I couldn't really remember it, and I wanted stuff like that I at least like knew what it looked like. I know that they go down the poles. I just don't remember what it looked like, really.
So, Mac, Billy has used his wild card on this. Would you have allowed this to be the basement?
No, it's below the basement.
It's sub. Okay, it's sub.
Yeah,
Because also when you're listing the house, you're not going to put on there, I have a back
It's not
cave.
part of the square footage. You wouldn't be able to include it.
Unless you're Justin Long in that movie that we saw last year. But I'm blanking on the name. Please help me.
Yeah, with the titty lady in the basement.
With the titty lady. It's called Titty
Barbarian.
Lady. Justin Long
Barbarian.
and Titty Lady. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that movie.
I don't think you want to. I don't think we're selling it properly to you.
Oh, Batcave. You know what? I like that. That's a good first pick.
That's a great first pick. My first pick. Go ahead.
If Goo had considered that, Goo would be real bummed right now.
No, because I'm still getting my number one. I'm still getting my John Elway, so don't worry about it. With the with my first overall pick, the second overall pick in the Mac and Goo Build-A-House draft, I'm going to go with, from season 3, episode 10 of Home Improvement, A Frozen Moment, the man bathroom, created by Tim the Toolman Taylor, stainless steel, multi-head shower, built-in floor drain, headlights for shaving, a lazy boy toilet, jukebox, phone, fridge, TV.
All right.
It's solid. I figured somebody would go with a man-esque thing from
I think you could have waited to the 8th round to select that, but
bathrooms
there you go.
are
Off
hot.
the board at number 2.
Bathrooms are hot. Don't want to sleep on the bathrooms, much like I might fall asleep on my lazy bowl.
Ooh, okay. Well, my first round pick here is really going to set the location for my home, which I think not many of these rooms really show windows or the exterior from the room. And one that does and puts you in prime real estate is the living room from 2.5 Men. I'm right on the beach, boys.
That
right
is
on the
a
beach.
good one.
2.5 Men, wide open floor plan, just off to the right, you get the kitchen, stairs, whatnot. But more importantly, right off of this living room, of course, is the deck in the beach there. So I'm living beachside.
And if you have a stalker, she can climb up the porch.
That is true. That is very, very true.
That's a great pick.
All right. I think I want to. Now I'm in a tough spot here. You know what? I will take a bathroom just because I only like one, even though I don't think Billy's going to take this one, but let me get it now. I am taking the porcelain throne from Rick and Morty season 4, episode 2, where he had a portal to a whole other planet and he was able to shit in the wide open overlooking a valley. Why not? Let me shit in the open.
I love that. It's a great pick. I considered it, but now the world is my oyster for bathrooms, so I can just save that to last.
You can save that to your final pick. You're all set bathroom-wise, but there's not a lot of other great bathrooms.
That was the thing with this. There were like 2 for every one of them that I loved. So if you guys got them first, I would have been upset.
My next pick, I cannot believe it survived the first round. This might be the coolest bedroom ever while watching TV growing up, and that is Hey Arnold's bedroom. It is an attic standalone room. It is separate from the attic, as a matter of fact. Windowed ceiling, remote control that controls your couch that folds into the wall, and a stereo and lighting system.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I just loved 3 bedrooms, so I'm gonna wait on the bedroom. I think it's a worthy second round pick. It's just,
but hey,
I didn't want to use my value.
You cut me off. He has an alarm clock that's plugged into a potato.
Strong point.
Move it, football head.
Potato comes with the room.
I asked friends tonight, like 4 specific bedrooms, and this was the first one people came up with. This was
the coolest one. I mean, really.
Top 3 anyways.
For sure. I'm going to go with this one because I'm hoping it comes with the butler. I do love a good kitchen. I feel like that's the selling point of all homes. I want to be the first one to take it. I'm going to go with the Fresh Prince, and hopefully Jeffrey's included. I love the white marble, classic. It was classic then, still be a beautiful kitchen right now.
Yeah.
So you don't get the butler because you're not getting Alfred and you're not getting Jeffrey.
I think you could have taken the butler for your wild card.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Butlers, do they come with the house?
I don't know. I've never been in a house with a butler, so I couldn't tell you.
Someone tell us if the butler should come with the house.
I think the butler goes with the family. No,
that's true.
Like when you sell the house, like in Fresh Prince at the end of the show, spoiler alert.
Yeah,
they go to sell the house. Does Jeffrey come with the house?
He might. He definitely might.
Or does when the family moves out, he just disappears?
Disintegrates.
Yes.
He gets Thanos.
William.
All right, I got another one here. I'm going to go with the Cohen's backyard from the OC. A beautiful setting, great pool, just sheer class. Doesn't come with the pool room because I think that's the kids' room, but I think it's still a nice addition to my home. It's very classy, and it's got the back cave.
I like that. It's
I never
great
watched
pick.
the OC.
It's a great show.
California, here we come. Right,
I was more of a One Tree Hill type.
You could have done both.
I could have, but back in 2004, you had to pick.
I got one TV show. That's it. My next pick for my exterior for when you show up to my house and we need to establish that you're at my house. I think the best one of all time, it's pretty simple, is who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Ooh.
SpongeBob SquarePants. The
I agree.
outset of my house
Right.
is the pineapple under the sea.
All right. So the swingers are welcome there then.
Well, no, it's right.
It's a straight set. Yeah. Gotta be
all right.
flipped.
Can you flip the pineapple if you'd like to?
I believe there are episodes where their house is flipped. Sure.
All right. I did not expect you to take that at all.
I considered his bathroom, but not the exterior.
I also
I didn't want to
considered
live
his
underwater.
bathroom.
Yeah.
It is on my list. Yeah. So I guess Goo's not under the water, but now he's just gonna dried out pineapple or whatever.
No, it's always moist.
The walls of your house.
I have
are
a
just
pineapple.
leaking.
I have a man's bathroom, and I have an attic bedroom.
I don't think I like your house so far. Is it my turn right now?
You got two.
My turn. I am gonna double up here on Full House stuff. I am taking the kitchen from Full House, which was in my top two, along with the Fresh Prince. Just wide open kitchen space, massive kitchen. Obviously, they got fucking 35 people living in that house. They need the space. And then I'm also gonna take the basement from Full House, finished basement. Uncle Joey's bedroom, a really nice spot. My house is looking nice.
Not only Uncle Joey's bedroom, it becomes a recording studio.
Yeah,
It
it's
does.
a do-it-all sort of space. It's real nice.
Yeah. I was
Nice
going to
finished
just
basement.
take that, but I didn't think you would take both.
Yeah, doubling up on the Full House.
Yeah, no, because I thought that you were going to go with a different basement, a more iconic basement, if you will. But I was like, okay, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to wait for the recording studio basement that came out of nowhere in Full House. Mac took it. That's a great pick.
There it is. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Wow. That just threw me off my pick. What am I going to do?
Here's I don't think it counts, but I considered trying to argue for the Cheers bar as the basement for my
No,
house.
I would not have. I mean, there are no rules, so we
Yeah.
would have just allowed it, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
I
liked it.
didn't take it because I don't like Cheers.
Okay, what am I going to do here? Now I'm not feeling good at
Do I
all.
get to blitz him like it's a fantasy draft?
I know.
Now there's a run on basements.
I know. All right, here we go. The one I'm going to go with yard. I'm going to drop my first
okay.
yard in here.
All right.
And what I want to go with is one that might be a bit of a fixer-upper, but there's great space. There's a pool. If you clean it up, it's nice. Just usually it's been partied. There's trash everywhere. There's a water slide made of wood. And that is the backyard from Workaholics.
Oh, I like that. Good selection. All right. Yeah. Good yard.
Nice
I've
to
never
put right
seen
behind the
it.
pineapple.
Yeah. All right. Not bad.
All right. So then I think I'm safe with a couple of these now because you guys have opened it up. And I don't think either one of you would have taken this. And it was a show my niece loved, but it was the coolest bedroom I think I've ever seen on television. And that is iCarly's bedroom.
Good one.
It's
It
got
is
like
fantastic.
the elevated bed. It's got the ice cream sandwich ottoman. It's just massive. It's got so much fun stuff in there. I think that would be a great bedroom for anyone.
Yeah, I agree. This was there's another Nickelodeon show on my list here that I'm considering as well. iCarly's a great bedroom.
And then
you have
let's
another one?
see
Yes.
here. I have another one here. So I'll just do it because it's the iconic pick. There was another one here I was heavily considering, but you got to go with that 70s show for the basement.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, it's fun, it's homey, and it's a crowd pleaser.
Probably smells bad though.
Probably smells like my
Probably
basement.
smells
growing
like
up.
skunks.
Gonna need
All
a
right.
dehumidifier down there.
So like Mac just mentioned, there's another great Nickelodeon bedroom. And for my wild card, I'm going with a second bedroom. That's right, a 2-bedroom household. And my other bedroom will be from Drake and Josh.
Ooh.
It is an upstairs room, spacious, nice circular window, different levels. There's like 5 different levels to this room. It's all over the place. And there are couches. No, there's 3. It's in, down, and then way up.
Well, then there's the bed. It's not really a level.
It's a level.
It's a tiered. It's a
level
tiered
up.
bedroom. It's a good bedroom. I also considered that. So I'm fine taking my final bedroom last there. I appreciate that. But Drake and Josh is definitely a good bedroom for sure. Draft worthy. Good. Did you take your wild card yet?
That was my wild card.
No, that was your wild card. Gotcha.
What round are we in?
So I have 4 things.
This
is the end of the 5th.
I should have 5. I should have 5 things.
You should have 5. Yeah. This is the end of the 5th, I believe.
I believe I have 5 as well.
Yeah, I have 5.
Billy, did you take your exterior?
I did not take my exterior.
All right. That solves it. I'm going to take my exterior here. I am taking the front establishing shot of the Sopranos house. Very gaudy, but iconic, expensive. And that being beachside, pretty good. Pretty good. Now I've got bedroom, yard, and wild card. I'll take my wild card here. Let's go back to the Fresh Prince house. Let me take the Fresh Prince pool house to tack on to my beachside house.
That is fantastic.
That's your wild card?
That's my wild card.
That's a nice pick.
Yeah,
that is great because that includes a lot of stuff in there. That's fun.
Yeah, they got the bar in there. It's almost like a mini house, essentially.
My pick now?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. We are running out of stuff. Oh, you know what's going to look great in my house? So I have all this classy shit. I got my man bathroom. I'm living in a pineapple. I am going to take the kitchen from Serena, her apartment in Gossip Girl, because there is constantly Rufus cooking coming out of it. Rufus comes with the kitchen, I believe.
I also don't know what this one looks like. Never watched Gossip Girl.
Rufus makes waffles. It's classy looking.
Who is Rufus?
He's the mom's boyfriend for a while. He's Daniel's father.
It's a terrible name.
It's a real bad name. He was a musician, and then there's a very odd storyline of him getting together with someone, and there was a big feud.
What did you just take? The kitchen?
I took Serena's kitchen from Gossip Girl.
Okay. Honorable mention there, now that all kitchens have been drafted. The Cosbys.
Oh, it's a great kitchen.
I don't like the layout.
The layout's bizarre, but it's a big kitchen as well. I just like a big kitchen.
It's a little dated too. I mean, that wouldn't last forever, but yeah, it is nice. I mean, a lot of them have the giant
modeling
islands.
Immediately.
Yeah,
it's also filled with hoagies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I got back-to-back picks here. I need a few things. Establishing shot. I have a couple of good ones here. I'm gonna go the Jetsons.
Ooh, I like that. I hadn't considered that as well. Wow. So you're just up. You're up in the
Elevated.
clouds.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good because you can put that really anywhere.
Here's my question though, and this might be a tough one to solve. How are you gonna get from your home to the Batcave?
That is true. I mean, I'm living in the future, so there's got to be some way to do it. I didn't have to feng shui.
No, it's fair. The tube down through the earth
right
might
through
give it away.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool. That was like the first one that popped up, and I was like, this would be nice to live in. And then for living room, that's really the only one I have left. My bathroom's already locked in. I'm gonna go with Frasier. Keeping it classy, got the fireplace, really nice ambiance in there. A little bit of an open concept leading into my kitchen. It's also one of the few like TV homes where the kitchen is to the right. I feel like in most of the shows it's to the left.
Because it's in Seattle. Makes sense. West Coast.
That is a swanky loft he lives in. I couldn't rightfully ever select that.
Also, a very good pick by Billy, because not only do you have Frasier's classy furniture, you have Martin's old beat up recliner.
That is true. You can chill out in that too.
And a dead dog.
Very, very true.
All right, I'm gonna go with the living room here, and I have made a mess of my house.
It's in a pineapple too.
It's in a pineapple under the sea.
Oh, so you are into the sea.
Mac might have the best location, and we know in real estate that is key.
I mean, do I want to go with my most memorable living room? Or do I
Sure.
want to go with one that actually looks nice?
I think there's two really good ones left.
How about one that has a great plasma TV that you can pull off the wall just so?
Oh, I do
And
like
at any
that.
point, I'll be taking Michael Scott's living room.
You can
Dinner
only
party.
entertain 3 people in your living room.
That's all I want.
Your
Sometimes
bathroom might
you
be
just
bigger than
stand
your
there
living
for
room.
hours.
It's my turn.
Yeah, but is your TV also now broken because Jan threw a Dundee at it?
No, it's pre-Dundee. And the Dundee's also fine too.
It's been undundied.
It's been undundied. Like I said, the Dundee is fine. And maybe my sliding glass door might be broken. Who knows?
Okay.
And you have a
All right.
nice little stereo set up there for Hunter's. He made me.
Took me by
That
the
one
hand.
night. All right, back to me for my final 2 selections here. Being that I'm on the beach, one would think I wouldn't necessarily need a pool, but what's real swanky and real bougie is having a beach next to your pool. You get the salt water, you get the fresh water, or I guess it's not really fresh, but I am going to
You can drink it. It's fine.
I am going to take Larry David's backyard from Curb Your Enthusiasm. I got quite a bit of grass back there as well, running off my 2.5 men deck into my pool and next to my pool house.
All of his homes were kind of nice in the show. Like
Yeah,
the
he's
first
slow-
one, the bald asshole one.
Yeah,
that's
that
a
one's
great
dynamite. That one's older
one.
looking, but the
Yeah.
outside of that looks pretty cool too. And then we're going to finish it up here with the bedroom I wanted all along because it's a show near and dear to my heart. I am taking Dawson Leary's bedroom from Dawson's Creek, which you have the lattice work to climb up. Anyone can get in your bedroom if you'd like. And you have all sorts of movies in there, movie posters, movie watching gear, Dawson's bedroom.
All right, my last pick here, and I am looking at basements, and I'm trying to think, do I want something unique that might drive in, if I'm trying to sell the house, drive in a certain clientele, or do I want to go with one that's more of a crowd pleaser? Well, one that, really brings the kids in because the parents are like, hey, you guys can hang out in the basement. I'm going to go with the weird one. I'm going to go with the basement from Murder House, American Horror Story.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
sexy ghosts.
Sure.
Anything goes.
They had some good kitchens in that show too.
Yeah. Great.
Can I recommend something that might have been better for you?
Yes.
Mike's basement from Stranger Things with all the
I
fun
just described
trinkets.
that. That was the other one that I described as a crowd pleaser. The
Gotcha.
kids might go and hang out.
Gotcha.
But spooky things happen down there too, but they aren't sexy. I'm
I
looking
have-
for sexy spooky stuff.
I heavily considered the one from King of Queens.
Yes,
I
that
also
was on
thought
my
about
list
that.
too.
It was originally Arthur's room, correct? And
yeah,
then they moved him out. A lot of paneling in there.
It is very old looking, but a good
I was-
man hangout.
Also going to ask you too, because Doug also has a man cave in his garage.
Yeah.
That I also like for the fact of when it's winter, he'll still go out there and he'll freeze his ass off just to be alone.
I considered for my wild card the garage from the George Lopez show. That was a nice hangout in that show.
My mom loves that show. My
Shout
mom
out
likes
Constance
terrible
Marie.
TV. So I think this is me with the last pick here. I was actually considering
Mr.
taking this
Irrelevant.
first because I thought it would go because I think it is a great bathroom and it is not as classy as the rest of my house, but it is very functional, especially if you have a lot of people over. And that is the bathroom from the apartment in New Girl, the loft. You have
I
the
also thought
urinals,
about the
you have the
okay.
toilets, you have a giant shower. I think it would be like I would love to have that in my actual home.
Wow.
now
So
that
I
we
haven't seen
have-
enough New Girl to recognize the bathroom, but that sounds
like a
nice
locker
one.
room.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
So now that we've all made our picks, and we'll run through our picks again in 1 second, we'll do some honorable mentions too. I did want to ask, how do we classify a lot of the loft in New Girl? Because there's a living room, but it's not really. It's a giant open concept to
The
a dining room and to the kitchen, and the kitchen is also. So I was like, I don't know if I can take any of these.
I had it listed on my living rooms just as sort of an open space type of thing. That also honorably mentioned the Brady Bunch living room. Another
That's a
nice
great
big
one
open
too.
The whole
A lot
Brady
of
Bunch
levels
house.
in that one though. A lot
Yes.
of levels.
Yeah. You know what I like about the Brady Bunch house is the stairs and hallway that overlook everything. I think that's
Mhm.
a real nice feature.
The floating stairs, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so just some quick honorable mentions here, and then we'll do our list again if you weren't paying attention the last 25 minutes. For some exterior shots, I love obviously Full House. I think that might be the most iconic one. And then also Mad Men.
Yeah, my issue with the Full House one is I didn't want to be cramped. As iconic as the look is, I didn't want to be on top of other people.
Because there's 20 people in that little house.
Well, that and right next to you in the row houses there. I also considered the exterior of the 2.5 Men house. You don't really get a great look at it though, so I just kind of.
I was saying, whenever they go to your house, though, if you ring the doorbell, it's
the Dawson's house in Dawson's Creek, right by the creek there, is a nice looking house. And then also, surprised this didn't get taken. Obviously, the iconic exterior of the Fresh Prince house with the columns.
I know. Plus, you get the throwing out of DJ Jazzy Jeff every time you cut to it.
Jazzy Jeff on your stoop.
I had a lot of Modern Family stuff that I didn't wind up taking. All of their living rooms and kitchens are good. The Blackish kitchen is it's beautiful.
Great. Holy shit.
That is it. But it's the coloring of the sitcom too that makes it pop, because it's colored like an old school sitcom, really bright colors. And then, a lot of New Girl, the Brady Bunch, the Friends kitchen. It's a small kitchen, but it's cool looking.
Yeah. Billy mentioned Modern Family. The Dumpy's kitchen is actually great. Like, it is for any household. It fits perfectly.
They have the island and the wraparound breakfast bar. That's a good kitchen.
And other living rooms, you just mentioned I liked Jay's and Gloria's in Modern Family, the Brady Bunch. I Dream of Jeannie, specifically in the bottle. It's just a big old, it's a big old couch. I debated going with that one. The Addams Family, if I wanted to go completely macabre in my home.
Their whole house is
I think the Genie living room would have fit well with your pineapple concept.
It really would have. Space saver, too.
For kitchens, Fresh Prince, obviously, we mentioned that one. Mad Men, also great. And then, you guys actually nailed all of them that were in my kitchens.
Ricky Schroeder, Stratton's room from Silver Spoons. I just remember that growing up. It was like, it's almost like the one from Billy Madison. He's got a bunch of shit in there. Another pool house. Ryan's from the OC is great. It's very similar to Will's. Yeah. And then I am a very light sleeper. I wake up at the drop of the hat. So I did consider the bedroom from I Love Lucy with the separate beds.
Oh.
And Wayne's World's basement from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask, because if we could use that, it was in a sketch, but then it's more known for a movie.
I had on my list, but knew it wouldn't really be allowed, was the Garfield living room from I Think You Should Leave.
We would have used that. I would have had that. I would have given you that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A couple other bathrooms here. The Sopranos bathroom is actually pretty decently sized, but no shower, just a soaking bathtub. So we've got bumped down. The bathroom from Russian Doll is very dark, but it's a nice bathroom. I had that on the list if I was running out of stuff. Couple good wild cards here. Leon Black's pool house, also from Curb Your Enthusiasm. I considered Jesse Pinkman's RV if I needed some more space parked in the driveway. This one, if I could have taken 5 wild cards, I really would have done well here. I like the foyer of the Clueless house. Remember the foyer, the double staircase?
And Clueless was a television show.
It was a television show.
Well done.
And then also the closet in Sabrina the Teenage Witch that took you to Witchland. I thought that might have been a nice wild
That's
card.
what it was called, Witchland.
And then I'm trying to think. I'm surprised you didn't take the Boy Meets World yard. Good.
I was debating going with that because first off, I'm pretty sure it's a side yard. Let's just get that out of the way. It's a side yard. There's a tree house. Mr. Feeney's right there. We saw a shot of the driveway, I think in season 7, when Corey and Eric got into a fight during a basketball game. I was going to go with that, but I was like, let me go with the trashier, but one that I could clean up, Workaholic's house. Some other bedrooms that I was looking at here was Carrie's from Sex and the City. Big, spacious bedroom. You could put like a double king in there. What a life you would live if you had a double king.
Like Shaq's bed.
Like Shaq's bed. Shaq just stapled 2 king-size beds together. Blanche's from Golden Girls. Lots of sex in there. Zoe's dorm from Zoe 101.
Nah, you don't want to be shacked up with people.
And then Raven's bedroom from That's So Raven. And then also, I was made this one, is Winston's room in New Girl, because it has that sex octopus on the wall that was put there by Schmidt.
Schmidt's room's pretty good too. All of the places in New Girl are pretty nice. The only one I'll throw in here real quick was Dexter's Laboratory. That was going to be my other wild card if somebody took the
Good.
back
You
cave.
did a good job with the
Were we
animated
gonna?
stuff.
So I thought about that one too. Would we have used that as a basement? Because it is the basement of the house.
I think so.
But it's
Yeah.
not a part of the square footage. You're right, Mac. I'm sorry.
Anything hidden, I think, has to be wild card.
Yeah.
The other
that's true.
bathroom, if I couldn't have gotten my man bathroom, I was going to take Charlie's bathroom from It's Always Sunny, which is just a bedpan.
The only other thing,
Saving space. You're right.
Goo's got 400 square feet to deal with. The only other honorable mention I got left here that we didn't mention is Yard. I also had Breaking Bad on the list.
I
It's got
did too. That's a
pool,
great one.
So I figured I had to could go to that in trying times.
I also had Ned Flanders' yard from The Simpsons, where it's as big as The Simpsons' yard, but it's well kept.
True. Or you could have gone
Fair.
with the Simpsons yard when they have the pool.
That when they have the pool, I mean, they have a hammock, and then also the house moves to whatever location they need it at. Like, you know, the one episode where Homer works or lives right behind the power plant.
Ooh.
That's a good one too. Just it can move. I like that.
Oh, and then any of the rooms in the episode with the you only move once. The
Oh yeah,
that would have been great.
Hank Scorpio.
Yeah.
Just
All right,
as a
Mac.
reminder, Goo had The Simpsons #1 all time for television shows.
I had him
Because
2
it-
or 3.
Yeah, it is. It's the best.
I don't know about that. Sure about that? Sure about that? So what?
Hey Billy, who is in or what is your house made of? What?
Okay, so we got
Bricks.
living room.
Bricks and straw. That's what I'm made.
I'm gonna huff and puff. Blow this thing down. Living room is Frasier. Kitchen is the Fresh Prince. Bedroom is iCarly. Bathroom is New Girl. Wild card is the Batcave. Basement, that 70s show. Exterior is the Jetsons, and then the yard is the Cohen's yard from the OC.
All right, my household contains the man bathroom from Home Improvement. My exterior is the pineapple from Under the Sea in SpongeBob SquarePants. My backyard is a pretty disgusting pool from Workaholics. My bedroom is Hey Arnold. My other bedroom, that's right, 2 bedrooms, is the Drake and Josh bedroom. I have Serena Vanderbilt's kitchen from Gossip Girl. And then my living room is Michael Scott's. That's right. I got a plasma TV, guys. Don't look like I'm bragging here. And then my basement is the Murder House basement.
As a married man, the only one of in a relationship, would your wife like this house?
Oh my God, she would hate this. Although she might like the kitchen.
No, the only good thing about your house is the 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
What I'm looking forward to is what I want to share online is a photo of what our house looks like. So we need to like clip it up and like make it look like
You need a floor plan.
well, like let's
do a
make,
real estate video for it.
Billy, can you make fake Zillow ads for us?
Yeah.
Scroll through.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
We get a real estate agent to price them.
Is this made old or young?
All right. My living room is from 2.5 Men looking out upon the ocean. My kitchen is from Full House, a massive, expansive kitchen. My bathroom is the Different Planet from Rick and Morty, which will be, I don't know where the portal's placed, but maybe just, I don't know, behind a door. Who knows? My bedroom is Dawson Leary's bedroom from Dawson's Creek. My basement is the Full House basement, the Joey Gladstone
It's such a good
unit
basement.
/ recording studio. My wild card is the Fresh Prince pool house, which also has a bar in it. My yard is Larry David's with pool. And then my exterior establishing shot is the Sopranos house.
So, guys, head over to Twitter or whatever social media you have. Maybe you have X. I don't know. Tell us who you think won this draft. We'll put up a poll for this. And send us, maybe there are leftovers that you think could build a better house. Send those to us. Send us your home. Make fake Zillow ads. Get on the computer. Do your things, guys.
I think the bathroom was definitely the hardest one to find.
Oh, hi. It's Goo from the Mac and Goo Movie Club. If you like what you just saw, you can find full episodes of our program on Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Stitcher, CastBox, iHeartRadio, or wherever podcasts are found. And now it's time for girls jumping on trampolines.